again. It's part 2 and Priscilla Batzell, and I'm back in Expressionist Studio Gallery's backyard, and it's hot. And we have just used an 18 by 24 inch canvas, and that's a thing that does not belong, and that is also a thing that does not belong. But my camera shut down. It shut down at a really good time because we hadn't done the flowers yet, but I am really hoping that the paint that I left out here under a little plastic cover and the paint that I saved from the other will work out. Now what I need to do is find the little scoops that I made in the video that I will put a link under the video for. Also, I wanted to say I cut myself off, so the edge catchers that I used to create the bottom of this are from the front protective panel of a value pack of 16 by 20 inch canvases from Artist Loft that I get at Michael's. So I am going to try and work on this by reaching across it, which I don't think is maybe my best idea, but I'm not sure that I have any alternatives. And I'm going to get that cord out of the way. And it looks like while I was, ooh, cool. While I was gone, things went flying through the air. I also kind of looked at this while I was uploading the video from the first one, and I like it better than I do on the video. What did I just do with that? There it is. Cool. All right, so I'm going to take a few colors from in my pan of colors and try and fake my way into this first flower. That's the first time that I actually put little bases on them. And like I said, it's pretty hot out here, so I have no idea how long I can get away with doing what I'm doing. But that's not a bad start for me. I'm not unhappy with that, so I'm just going to keep going. And I'm thinking about ribbon dribbling a few things. And then helping myself by moving the paint down into position, but it looks like I'm not going to have to do it with this one so much. Just going to grab a little more paint, change up what we've got there. And I wonder if I can just grab a skewer. I can. Some of that magenta. I might wish I'd gone in a different direction. I think it's going to work okay. Hopefully we got 20 whole minutes to do it. I think I'm going to put another couple buds down here. And then after a while, I ought to be able to finish them off with green. In the meantime, I want that green, and I've got it over here, and hopefully if I use a clean skewer it won't be a problem. I know it looks a little hokey pokey, but and I've got one of those skewers with a split tip on it, which makes for less than a clean line. And I don't have a heavy amount of green paint left in that pan. I don't think my head is directly under you, which is good because I would prefer it wasn't. Now, I'm going to go back here again. And see what I can make that's interesting. Change the colors up as I go. Turn my skewer so I get some fresh paint. Yeah, that'll work out okay. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with any of these, but I got to start somewhere. And I've got that pretty pan of colors. I think I showed it to you. If I didn't, I will. Sort of reminds me of that little tiny sunburst I did recently, actually. I want to go ahead and try and put my green in on my little buds. And that doesn't bother me. I kind of like it enough to want to do it again. As long as I can keep scooping paint from the same part. No, I guess I can have different colors. You get what you get. And I like it better that way anyway. You don't need to color match. It's very abstract. Except for I wanted to fill in that hole. Yes, I like that. Little buds. Very cool. Let's see if I can grab... No, that's not the color I want. Okay, I'm going to get rid of that. Trying to fake the fact that I filled in all my green, and I really think I could actually paint over if I wanted to, because it's sat just long enough to firm up. And wet paint onto dry paint works out kind of cool because it sucks the moisture out. Just give a few skewer point dots. So what else? Do I have something else? I do. I have something else right there. I might as well just keep up that whole... I don't know what the word is. It ought to be a good word. Things seem to be going okay. Those are buds. I like buds. I'm going to have some stuff to cover up on the edge over here where it looks like I leaned in something. Fortunately, black lends itself well to covering. Might take a couple coats. We're going to run out of time at some point, but I've got 8 minutes left, and I ought to show you guys what I can, if I can, and I'll move that towards you, and that way I'll see what I can do as far as working upside down goes for a little while. I'm going to keep wiping my skewer off. You don't have to connect it. I used to be a house painter, interior, for decorators in Boston, and I kind of learned how to paint a little bit. And should any of you be busy painting baseboards recently, just know you shouldn't try and fill your cracks, because the paint will spread out and fill in that crack. If you try and fill in that crack, you're probably going to get a drip. That's cool. I like that. Camouflage my little bumpies, which are more of an opportunity than anything. Just using my little dishes over there like a palette. But the paint needs to be thick enough on your skewer so it's more like dripping off than it is drawing it on. Like so. Then you got to get kind of lucky to drag it out without the wrong kind of end on it. I'm going to continue. I gave myself way too much flower paint, but I think I want even more because it's not coming off. Whoops. Okay then, it is now. I'm going to go back to using the flat side because this round, the sharp point is not working for me. And I'll just lead a few little stems up that way. One flower, many buds. Very cool colors. I'm not unhappy with my color choices a bit. I rather like them. I think I mentioned in the last video, part 1, that I use GAC 800. GAC 800 is by Golden. And I put it in with 8 parts paint to 2 parts GAC at the beginning. And then I mix Floetrol and Deco Art pouring medium in. And I don't use any water because it destroys the polymer bond in the paint. And I don't like to. Let's see if I can fake my way out of that one. I don't know if I need green in the back of there or not, but I'm going to give myself a little green. I wouldn't mind being able to finish this for you guys. Usually the flowers don't take so long if I'm not too obsessed with what I'm doing, but I'm kind of obsessed with what I'm doing right now. I wish I had some turquoise. I'd like to claim I knew what I was doing there, but I really was only starting what I think I'll finish in a minute. I'd like to not have put that yellow in there, but it's there now. I'm not sure you guys can see what I'm doing either. And I said I wanted some turquoise in there, and I think I'm going to give myself permission to have some. And I think the turquoise that I want is going to be the color shift from Folk Art. Make sure I have the right end of my skewer. Sometimes I like thick end, and sometimes I like the thin end. That actually mixed better than I thought it was going to mix. More like a tulip now than it was. Oh, I switched skewers on myself. Oh well. I'm kind of quiet, I'm sorry about that. I know you guys think sometimes, some of you think that you would like longer videos, but longer videos just mean more tedious time watching minutia happen. I like this grass, but I think I want it to be more than grass. I've been very lucky that I'm on a unlevel surface and my the container of paint has not tipped over. Oh, look at that. That's a mess. I think it must be almost time to clean up my hands because I've got sticky on them. Alright, so I'm not sure what to do last, or where these weird things are coming from, but I'm just going to keep going. That went by quick. I got 2 minutes left to tell you guys to shop my Amazon link, please, below the video. If you need something, it helps me out at no added cost to you, and I really appreciate it. Thank you for all the great compliments and comments you guys leave me all the time. I really appreciate them too. And thank you for, I very much appreciate the contributions. You can be in a contest anytime you want. By contributing to keep the studio rolling like people have in the past. Thank you very much for keeping me painting. No, I have no idea what I'm doing at this point. It looks a lot like there should be a part 3. I kind of prefer there wasn't. Which means I could almost leave it like it is and get away with it, but I think that I need to have some stuff over here. But when that timer goes off again, I will have needed to tell you all this stuff that I'm busy not telling you because I'm too busy painting, so. I love you guys. There's over 78,000 of you subscribed. Thank you so much. I give classes at the house in Spring Hill. I do sell my artwork if you need to get in touch with me. My website is on the end screens, the lower right hand side corner box. And I will get back to you as soon as you leave me a message, if you leave me a message on my website. That flat fat end of the skewer is working pretty well. I kind of like how that's working. Oops. I just added a big leaf. Alright. I love you guys. If you would please give me a thumbs up, it would help me immensely. I would appreciate that more than you can imagine. The longer you watch videos, the more help you are to me. And I appreciate that also. If you watch the commercials, I might make a living. And the more people who see my videos and subscribe, the more likely I am to keep coming back and doing this for you guys. And I like doing this for you guys. So thank you for being here. This is Priscilla Batzell in Spring Hill, Florida at Expressionist Art Studio Gallery in the backyard, saying if you're looking for Facebook groups, check out my name on the YouTube channel header and you'll find Facebook groups affiliated with those names: Expressionist Art Studio Gallery, Appreciation, etc. I have 5 Facebook pages. You'll find one. I love you guys. Let me turn this around and maybe you can see it. It'll look pretty similar to this when you see it again. I might make some changes after you're gone, and I'm not going to make another video, but you will find that that bug needs to go away. Alright, I love you guys. I told you that a bunch of times, so I am pretty sure if you're not gone, you're going to be gone soon.